You believe you know your eye color. It's a simple fact, a line on a form. But that certainty is an illusion, because brown isn't one color. It is a category, a vast genetic library containing 7 distinct types. Each one is a living record of your ancestry, a map showing where your people thrived against the odds. And locked within each type is a hidden evolutionary advantage, a quiet superpower that influences how you perceive the world and how the world perceives you. By the end of this video, you will finally have the language to describe what you see in the mirror. You will discover which of the 7 you possess and what it means. This isn't just about color, it's about your code. We'll start with the rarest of them all. That rarest type is the amber eye, the soul of the wolf captured in the human gaze. Imagine a color that is pure, solid, and uniform, a field of molten gold, liquid honey, or petrified sunlight. There are no flecks of green, no clouds of brown. Many people confuse it with hazel, but this is a fundamental misunderstanding. Hazel is a party of colors. True amber is a solo performance. The science behind it is a story of dominance and absence. This stunning color is created by a high concentration of the yellow-red pigment, pheomelanin, filling the iris. Simultaneously, there is a near-total absence of the dark eumelanin that creates most other brown shades. It's an ancient genetic variation, so rare in humans that it feels almost otherworldly. You see it far more often in the animal kingdom, in the eyes of predators like wolves, eagles, and owls. This brings us to its psychological superpower. Its uniqueness is captivating, but it can also be perceived by others as intense, even intimidating. When people feel this, it's not a reaction to aggression. Their mind is unconsciously recognizing something wild and untamed, a primal intensity that commands attention without a single word. So, the amber eye is defined by the fiery presence of a single solid pigment. But what about an eye whose color comes not from what is there, but from what is missing? Next, we explore a type of brown eye that is actually a trick of the light, an optical illusion born from coldness and shadow. This optical illusion is the ash brown eye, a color not painted by pigment at the surface, but sculpted by depth and light. Its appearance is a cool, slate-like brown, as if you're viewing the color through a gray filter. It lacks the warm, golden tones of the amber eye. The science behind this is a phenomenon called the Tyndall effect. Your melanin is located deeper within the stroma, and the semi-translucent outer layer scatters the shorter wavelengths of light, creating a muted, grayish cast. It's the same reason a deep, clear body of water appears dark blue-gray. The depth and the medium change how you perceive the color. This trait is most common in populations with diverse genetic histories, often found across Eastern Europe and the Middle East. Its advantage is a powerful, understated form of camouflage. As an incredibly neutral tone, it blends seamlessly with any complexion or hair color. It's an unassuming color, which gives it a unique social advantage. Your eyes don't demand attention, allowing the rest of your facial features and your micro-expressions to take center stage. You communicate more with your face because your eyes aren't stealing the show. Its disadvantage is that this same subtlety can cause it to appear dull or flat in photographs. It reflects less warm light, so its complex beauty is often missed from a distance, reserved only for those who look closer. So while the ash-brown eye is a color of cool, atmospheric depth, some eyes aren't defined by shadow, but by an internal fire. The next type we'll explore has a distinct reddish glow, a color that seems to burn from within. It's directly linked to the MC1R gene, the same one responsible for red hair. And this fiery advantage comes with a significant evolutionary cost that shaped the very path of human migration. That fire, that reddish glow, belongs to the third type, the Cognac eye. If you hold a light to your eye and see a distinct reddish, almost coppery undertone bloom within the brown, you likely carry this genetic signature. The science behind it is a subtle but powerful shift in your pigment chemistry.
It's caused by a spike in the red-yellow pigment, pheomelanin, mixing with the standard brown eumelanin. This is often linked to the MC1R gene family, the same one responsible for red hair.
To put it simply, while eumelanin is the base black coffee of eye color, the MC1CR gene adds a dash of cinnamon, changing the entire profile. You don't need to be a redhead, but somewhere in your family tree, there's an echo of that fiery gene. This reddish tint isn't just for show, it's an evolutionary advantage. This specific genetic pathway is linked to more efficient vitamin D synthesis. Your eyes are a living relic of your ancestral journey away from the equator and into the cloudier, dimmer climates of the north, where the ability to produce vitamin D with less sunlight was a matter of survival. The trade-off, however, is light sensitivity. The lower concentration of dark eumelanin means you have less natural protection against the sun. You're more likely to be sensitive to glare and UV radiation than someone with Obsidian or Espresso eyes. It's a classic evolutionary compromise. But what if an eye could adapt, changing its color like a chameleon depending on the light? The next type we'll explore, the russet eye, appears to do just that. It's a stunning effect, but this beautiful adaptability is bought at a painful price, a specific vulnerability that owners of this eye know all too well. Let's pause for a moment. We've now covered 3 distinct types, and perhaps you believe you found your match. But the types that follow contain the most potent genetic superpowers. We're talking about biological armor, accelerated reaction times, and a pattern so commanding it functions as a natural focus hack. To stop now would be like abandoning a treasure map halfway to the prize. With that said, we arrive at our 4th type. This is the chameleon eye, the russet or gold eye. Its ability to shift from a quiet brown to a brilliant metallic gold is not magic. It's the physics of light mixing with biology. This is a Goldilocks situation. Your iris has a lower concentration of melanin, just enough to provide a base color, but not so much that it blocks incoming light. When light penetrates the iris, it scatters off the collagen fibers in the stroma, the same Rayleigh scattering that makes the sky appear blue. This scattered blue light mixes with the natural yellow-brown pigment, creating that rich golden honey appearance. Think of it as an eye with a built-in dimmer switch. Indoors, it can seem like a simple light brown, but in direct sunlight, it ignites. The painful price for this beauty is vulnerability. This type enters the medium risk zone for photophobia or light sensitivity. You're the person who squints on a bright, overcast day, a discomfort your dark-eyed friends can't comprehend. That stunning visual effect is caused by light penetrating your iris, and that penetration is also the source of the strain. While a russet eye struggles with too much light, what about an eye designed to absorb almost all of it? Many of you watching might say, I have black eyes. But what if I told you that medically speaking, true black eyes do not exist in humans? What you likely possess is something far more ancient and powerful, the obsidian eye. This is the original blueprint of humanity, a biological shield that not only provides near-perfect glare protection, but may also be linked to the reaction speed of elite athletes. We'll explore that next. This is the obsidian eye. It's not black, it's a depth of brown so profound it appears to absorb the very light around it, creating that velvety, bottomless look. Medically, the only true black eye is a symptom of a rare condition called aniridia, the absence of an iris. What you have is different. It's a sign of power. Your iris is saturated with such a dense concentration of eumelanin that it absorbs roughly 99% of the light that hits it. This is why you see no patterns, no flecks, no other colors, just a solid, deep darkness. This isn't just a color. It's high-grade biological armor, forged in the sun-drenched cradle of humanity. This is our species' original blueprint, a shield evolved to provide superior glare reduction and visual clarity in the brightest equatorial light. This extreme light absorption may also be linked to faster neural transmissions. Some studies suggest a correlation between heavy pigmentation and quicker reactive motor skills, the kind seen in high-performance athletes. But this heightened sensitivity comes with a trade-off. The same finely tuned nervous system that allows you to react faster might also cause you to feel pain more intensely. It's the price for having the reflexes of a predator and the shielding of a survivor. From the most ancient and light-absorbent eye, we now turn to the most common. What if the eye color shared by billions, the one you might see every single day, holds a different kind of survival secret? A paradoxical advantage hidden not in its strength, but in its curious vulnerability to something as simple as a single glass of wine. That paradox belongs to the sixth type, the espresso eye. This is the classic, deep brown that many people picture when they think of the color. It's less saturated with melanin than the obsidian eye, and this slight reduction in density reveals something remarkable: the iris's topography. If you look closely in bright light, you'll see intricate furrows and valleys, known as Fuchs's crypts. These are not flaws. Think of it as a detailed topographical map or a fingerprint etched into your iris, a landscape entirely unique to you. But its most counterintuitive advantage is the one we hinted at. A significant study from Georgia State University found a correlation between dark brown eyes and a higher sensitivity to alcohol. This means you likely feel the effects of alcohol more quickly than your light-eyed peers. Imagine this. While a friend might not feel the impact until their third drink, your body wisely raises a warning flag after just one. It's a built-in guardian, a physiological early warning system that may statistically reduce the likelihood of overconsumption and dependency. The trade-off for this complex structure is often aesthetic. In anything but direct, bright light, this beautiful three-dimensional texture is often hidden, causing the eye to appear uniform or flat. We have now covered 6 distinct colors of brown. The seventh and final type, however, breaks this rule entirely. It is not defined by its color, but by its pattern. It is a genetic mosaic, a starburst at the center of the iris with a powerful, almost hypnotic social function. Next, we will explore the eye that is biologically designed to hijack attention. And here it is, the starburst eye. As promised, this final type is not defined by its color, but by its pattern, a true genetic mosaic. Look closely into a mirror. You will see a dense, solid ring of dark brown right around your pupil. From that core, it erupts outwards, a supernova of streaks in gold, green, or hazel. Scientifically, this is a form of central heterochromia. It tells a story of creation. As your iris formed, the pigment-producing cells, the melanocytes, deposited their color heavily at the center. But as the iris expanded, they essentially ran out of steam, leaving the outer rim lighter. The result is this stunning, high-contrast explosion of color. This pattern provides a profound psychological advantage. The design acts as a natural focal point, a bullseye for the soul. When someone makes eye contact with you, their gaze is instinctively funneled directly to your pupil, making the connection feel significantly more intense and focused. You are biologically designed to hold attention. The price for this, of course, is a lifetime of gentle debate. You've lived this. Someone is certain you have green eyes. The next day, a friend insists they've always been brown. You're not inconsistent. They are both right. They are each seeing a piece of your truth, because you are a living genetic hybrid. So we have journeyed through all 7 types, but this diversity raises the final, most important question. What is the master code? What single genetic switch acts like a volume knob, turning the pigment up to create obsidian, down for russet, or arranging it into this intricate starburst? The answer lies in one specific place in your DNA, and it is the key to your entire genetic story. That key is a specific gene on chromosome 15, called HERC2. It doesn't create the pigment itself. Instead, it acts like a master volume knob, telling your body precisely how much eumelanin to deposit into the iris, turning it up to create obsidian, dialing it down for russet, or arranging it into an intricate starburst. So you see, your brown eyes are not just a color. They are a complex atmospheric layer scattering light. They are an ancestral shield that allowed your forebears to thrive under the brightest sun.
Ultimately, they are a unique pattern in the universe that is yours and yours alone. Now, I want you to go look in a mirror. If you can, use a flashlight carefully from the side to see the true detail within. Then, come back here and tell me in the comments which of these 7 shades is looking back at you. And finally, if you learned something new about your own face today, hitting that like and subscribe button tells the algorithm that this kind of deep dive content matters. Thank you for watching.